What's up, everyone? My name's Roddy Blackburn, and I am going to answer a bunch of questions. I get a lot of emails and texts and messenger messages, and a lot of the questions are redundant. So I try to answer everything and deal with all of the feedback and all of that. And so the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and do it in a mass answer to as many people as possible. So here we go. All right. I think what would be kind of fun is we'll start with some hate mail. Yeah, everybody loves a good hater. So here's a couple. You are too happy. No one can be that happy all of the time. Okay. Well, first off, I am not necessarily happy all the time. I choose to be, and I try to keep a good attitude. And that rubs people raw sometimes. So my reply to this one was, okay, thank you for your feedback. Maybe you could give me some advice on how to become more miserable. Thank you. All right. So the next one is, hey RS, blank you. You suck. What gives you the right to write books about Louisiana? Huh. You ain't been in LA you whole life. You lived other places. You short, fat, blank, ugly face should be embarrassed to be online for everybody to see. You nothing but an ex-con jailbird. Okay, I'll start at the top and work my way down. First, I'd like to say, uh, so I don't put anyone's names on here, so everybody that sends questions or comments or whatever, I'm not going to put you on blast and call nobody out or nothing like that. So, anyway, um, I'll just use some initials. Well, thank you, SW, for your great comments and feedback. I'm very grateful that you've taken the time to write to me. Um, okay, so I suck. Well, I don't think literally I do. I think that maybe figuratively, that's your opinion, and I respect that. What gives me the right to write books about Louisiana? Well, it's because I live in America and we're given several rights. A lot of people don't see it that way, but the fact is, it is my right to write about whatever I want. And this is what I choose to write about. It's something that I'm passionate about, I care about, and I'm not an expert by any means, but I do live in the state of Louisiana and have for the majority of my life. So I would say that I know a little bit about it. Um, all right, and the next part of that was my ugly face should be embarrassed to be online for everybody to see. I'm going to disagree with you there. I don't think that I'm ugly. I think that, I probably fall somewhere as a 4 or 5 in looks. Is what it is. I'm not embarrassed. It's what God gave me, and I found someone that seems to like it. So I'm happy with it. There, that's all. Um, and you are nothing but an ex-con jailbird. Um, can't argue with that. Fine point. Okay. Thank you for pointing out the obviousness of where I've been. Okay. All right. Here's one. Are you single? Simple answer is no, I am not, and I'm very happy in the relationship that I am in. Uh, what made you start writing? Okay, here's a good question. Um, I guess when I read the book The Firm by John Grisham, I really got interested in writing and how he came up with the ideas and put them down on paper, and it excited me. Then I read Clive Cussler, and I got really into Clive Cussler. So I'd say they were my two inspirations. But as the previous person pointed out, I spent some time locked up in a place, I'll just call it the resort. No phones, no anything, and I had a lot of time on my hands, no windows, and no television. I did have a typewriter, and so I started typing and writing everything down. And it turned out that I really liked it, and it took my mind out of where I was and put it in a very positive place. And that's where I choose to keep it. Thank you. That was a good question. Uh, um, let's see. Oh, don't want to say that one online for sure. Let's see. Okay. Mud Road. how did you get the idea for Mud Road? Um, some of the ideas and situations are based on things within my own life, as well as situations that I know other people that have been through. And I based two of the main characters on two people that were very important to me, Mr. and Mrs. Reed, in our hometown of Westlake. And Mud actually is kind of a symbol in the book. The main character, one of the main characters, Charles Murdo, was a big deal in the town, and he'd taken in a mentally challenged child and was raising the child, and the child couldn't say his name, so the child would call him Mud, and everyone in the town started calling him Mud. So that's how that part of it. But Mud is also it's a symbol of life. It's the cycle of life. It's the cycle of everything. It's very important. Um, so there's several meanings to the title, and I'm not going to give away too much because it's very important to the book and the concept. That was a great question. Why Mud Road name? I think I kind of answered that one with that one. How long did it take? The actual writing of the book took about 3.5 years. The process after that took a little time. So, at this point, I would say we're over 4 years, 4.5 years into the total project, and it's still going on. Uh, how can I publish my own book? Okay. There's a thing called self-publishing, and it's the first time that you do it, it's kind of difficult, and there's a lot to it. Our company, Odd Sky Books, actually assists people in doing publishing. There's a degree of free information and free help that we do provide, but whenever we actually start doing the work on the book for someone, it's so time consuming, and there's so many programs that cost money and stuff that it there's no way to do it for free. Um, you can publish your own book for free. It is a lot of work, and there's a lot of stuff to learn. It's very much possible, and people do it every day. Um, so there's that. Um, why can't I buy Gulf Coast Tales right now? Well, we're still in the process of producing the book, and it will be released, I would say, within the next ballpark of 60 days or so. A lot goes into making a book, publishing it, and creating it. Yes, the book is written, and it's been written for some time, but there's a whole process that goes after the actual writing of the book that is probably more difficult than actually writing the book. So right now, I'm able to still add content, change things, and all that, which is kind of exciting because a lot of neat ideas and stuff are happening as we're going along, and it's this part of putting a book together is a lot of fun, and so that's where we're at with Gulf Coast Tales. It will be available soon, and how much is Gulf Coast Tales? I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided that. What does Visivus mean? Visivus is the title of another book that I've written that's going to be coming out soon. Visivus means face to face. Um, it's kind of a really interesting word in the English language. It's kind of got several meanings that all kind of mean the same thing. But it's basically face to face. It could be face to face with mortality. It could be face to face with your lover. It could be face to face with life, death. It's an interesting concept. I like the word, and it really identifies the book. It fits really well. Um, let's see. Do I write on paper, typewriter, or computer? All of the above. I like to type. I henpeck, but I can henpeck faster than most people can conventionally type. It works for me. I do kind of a three finger on each hand type situation is how I type, and it works good for me. Oh well. Let's see. Okay, we're just about out of time for this segment, so I want to pitch a couple things and kind of show you the reality of where I am. So I am literally on a boat, and of course, I have to pitch Mud Road book. Mud Road Gift of the Stolen Child is on sale right now. It's a promotional thing on Amazon. You can get Mud Road, the ebook, for 99 cents. This is only for a few days. The paperback version has been reduced from 19.99 all the way down to 6.99, and that will start, I believe, on the 11th. Started out, it was supposed to be on the 8th. Now they're telling me it's going to be on the 11th. This is one of the things when you deal with book distributors. Timelines change daily, policies change daily, is what it is. I do my best to keep up with it. I'd also like to plug my father's gift. Of course, it's backwards right now. Uh, My Father's Gift by Rodney Hennigan. This is a great book. It's a family adventure, and it won awards in the AABB awards. And I would like to congratulate all of the winners for the AABB awards. Some of the notables would be Carrie Oxley, Lifetime Achievement Award; Candace Alexander, overall Louisiana Best Artist; and Mr. Frugier for Best Photographer. And let's see, I don't have the list in front of me, and I don't have time to list it all. But that's all the time that I have for this segment. And so I'll be putting out some more segments to address a whole lot more questions. I'd hope to answer more questions on this, but unfortunately, I'm out of time. You guys have a great day. Thanks.